Attention, duelists. Phoenix here, bringing you the last day of the episode 100 celebration for Watch and Learn. Now, this is going to be a touch different than the others because we're going to go through my replays. Saved, where I was oh so proud of myself, as I often am. Depending on how long this goes, might do some regular replays, but figured look back at my own glory to celebrate me. You're welcome. Now you too can bask. Ah, I was playing Madolce at the time. Activate the Chateau, summon Mageline, add Petting Sessor, use her effect to summon herself. She will then summon Angeli from the deck. Angeli's effect, tribute herself, summon Hootcake. Hootcake effect, banish Angeli to summon Gelato. Messin Gelato will add Madolce ticket. Activate the ticket. Use Messin Gelato and Petting Sessor to overlay into Glass Souffle. Glass Souffle's effect, detaching Gelato, target herself. Use her second effect, because a Madolce card went into the graveyard, to then shuffle cards. But Chateau will activate, so instead of going back to the deck, Gelato will return to the hand. Then Ticket's effect says because card went back to the hand, I can special summon hand or deck. I can special summon a Madolce, bring out Mageline again. Those two Magelines will then link together for fresh start and pass. Not the strongest board, not terrible. Fire off Max C immediately, because why not? Opponent activates Raigeki. Activate Glass Souffle's effect, targeting Sis Tart. This will protect her from other monster effects other than her own. But Souffle and Hootcake will be destroyed. Sis Tart will use her effect, protecting herself from destruction by returning a Madolce card to the deck, but because of Chateau, I can put it in the hand instead. Ticket's effect will activate because Madolce card was returned. Hootcake will chain. Own effect to go back. Chateau says it goes to the hand instead of deck. Ticket will bring out Petting Sessor. Sessor to bring out Pudding Cess. Opponent summons Treptrix Murmileo, adding Holutea. Sets 3, links away Murmileo for Sarah. Passes to me. Get Vernal Self with the Flourishing. Opponent immediately fires off Holutea, summoning it. Sarah's effect will bring out another Murmileo. Sarah's effect will chain to Murmileo's effect, setting Network Trap Hole. I activate Vernal Self Corolla. Use the effect of my Flourishing Hills and Corolla so I don't have to discard another, choosing to add Vera, and then bring back Vernal Sylph. Pudding Cess and Petting Sessor will overlay into Queen Tiramisu. Use her effect, detaching 1. Target 2. My opponent will activate Trap Hole Nightmare to negate the effect of my Tiramisu. Use the effect of Mudora, pitching my Goddess, activating Gravekeeper's Trap from the deck. Then Mudora and my Sistart will link together for Nightmare Unicorn. Opponent activates Bottomless. Summon Hootcake, banishing my Maxi, summoning Petting Sessor. Sessor will let me summon my Messengelato in hand, who will add Salon to my hand. Activate it. Queen Tiramisu will then overlay further into Pudding Cess, Chocolate a la Mode. Messengelato and Petting Sessor will then link together, making a new fresh Sistart. Chocolate a la Mode's effect, targeting Glass Souffle to return her. Salon's effect, letting me do an additional normal summon of Mageline. Mageline will add Angeli. Move to battle. Mageline, punch over Murmileo. A la Mode over the Holutea Trap Monster. Hootcake over Sarah. And Sistart in the face. Pass to the opponent. During their turn, I declare Traptrix Pudica, checking, and they draw Ash Blossom for turn. Opponent uses the effect of Holutea, banishing it to target Sarah. I use Mudora's effect, banishing it, targeting Sarah and their Murmillos to return them all to the deck. Player summons Dionea, activates Arachno Kampa to summon it from the hand. Then they overlay their two monsters to make Pingulica. It detaches the material using its effect, adding Pudica. They swing at Sistart. She will once again protect herself from destruction. Chateau will return that card to the hand. Card was returned, so Salon and Ticket will activate. Salon setting my Medolce Promenade. Ticket summoning another Magdalene. Passes it back to me. Move right to battle. Alamode punches over their Pingulica. The Magdalenes will both go direct, and Sistart for the game. Most of what I liked in that match was how the Medolce board, with its minimal setup, was still able to play through a Trap Tricks free stack of back row. Might not have had such an easy time if I was going second against that, though. Got a good full gas hand. Use Petting Sesor's effect, summoning her. She will bring out Angeli. Summon Hoot Cake. Angeli tributes itself. Summon Messin Gelato. Gelato will add Ticket. Activate the Ticket. Use the effect of Misty Seedling, pitching itself to add Flourishing Hills, also pitching Messin Gelato for cost. Summon Messin Gelato by Misty Seedling's effect, who will add Salon. Activate the Salon. My two Messin Gelatos will overlay into Glace Souffle. Uses its effect, detaching one, target itself. Use secondary effect, returning Messin Gelato and Angeli to the deck. Ticket will activate Salon Chaining. Salon Setting Promenade. Ticket summoning another Messin Gelato, who will add Chateau. Activate the Chateau. Then link away Messin Gelato and Hoot Cake for fresh Sistart. Use the effect of Vernal Sylph of the Flourishing Hills, adding Vernal Sylph Corolla. Summoning back Hoot Cake. Hoot Cake then banishes Misty Seedling to summon Angeli and pass. A pretty okay defensive board. Opponent summons Diviner of the Herald, sending away Trias Hierarchia. Hierarchia will then tribute Diviner of the Herald to summon itself. Diviner will then summon out Buten. Buten and Trias sync together for Cheng Ying. Banishing a monster, he summons banishing Agent of Life Neptune. He summons Majesty Hyperion. Cards are banished, so Cheng Ying's effect will activate. Neptune's effect will activate for being banished. I'll activate Promenade, targeting Cheng Ying. Promenade will return Angeli to my hand. Neptune will add Sanctuary in the Sky to their hand, and Cheng Ying is negated for the turn. My Ticket and Salon's effect will activate, with Glace Souffle as Chainlink 3. Souffle will return Promenade and Flourishing Hills to my hand. Salon will then reset Promenade, and Ticket to summon Magdalene. Opponent activates the Sanctuary, uses the effect of Druis Worm, banishing their Diviner, summoning it. Activates Sacred Waters in the Sky, adding Pluto. Special out Pluto for having Sanctuary, which will send away Agent of Mystery Earth. Then, by modulating its level to 2, it and Druis Worm will sync together for Draco Berserker. Druis Worm Engrave will target my Glace Souffle, which will detach its unit, making itself unaffected by other monster effects. Draco Berserker will activate in response to banish her anyway. Moves to battle, punches Berserker at Sistart, using her effect, returning Messin Gelato to protect. Majesty Hyperion swings over Magdalene, who will also be returned to the hand. Does not swing with Cheng Ying. That's one and passes to me. Draw Awakening Forest. Use the effect of Flourishing Hills, pitching itself and Magdalene. Opponent will activate Called By. Chain my Dolce Promenade, negating their called by. Promenade will return the Magdalene I discarded. Called by is negated. Flourishing Hills will let me add Vera and summon another Flourishing Hills back. Ticket and Salon will then activate. Salon has no targets. Ticket will get out Magdalene, activate Vernal Self Corolla, tribute 2 monsters to summon Vera. Vera's effect will activate, targeting the Draco Berserker. Targeting Cheng Ying. Opponent attempts to use Draco Berserker, but because I have 5 Earth monsters, I can activate Vera's effect to negate his Draco Berserker on resolution. It gets destroyed. I steal his Cheng Ying. Stat adjustment is now in my favor. Sistart will swing at Majesty Hyperion. He will banish Sacred Waters to protect. Crash against it with Angeli. Angeli's effect will activate, turning it thanks to Chateau. Fruitcake, Vera, and the stolen Cheng Ying for the follow-up. Main Phase 2, Fruitcake and Sistart will link together for Nightmare Unicorn. Salon will then activate, letting me normal summon another Magdalene. We'll add Petting Sessor. Vera and Magdalene will then link together, making Nightmare Cerberus. Use the effect of Awakening Hills, pitching itself, and Petting Sessor, sending away Barrier Statue of Drought. Petting Sessor will bring out Pudding Cess, modulate her level to 4. Those two then overlay for Queen Tiara Masu. Use Queen's effect, detaching a material, target 2 of my cards to return them to the deck, and spinning his Sanctuary. During the opponent's draw phase, Vera's effect will activate, targeting the Barrier Statue of Drought. Opponent activates Imperm, targeting Vera. Doesn't matter, so it goes through. Vera does not bring out Drought, but opponent has no cards in hand. Banishes Agent Pluto to summon back Majesty Hyperion. Cheng Ying will activate because cards were banished, re-banishing Majesty Hyperion and Druis Worm. Lost my voice there. Opponent has nothing, passes to me. Thanks to Nightmare Unicorn being co-linked, I get to draw 2 cards. Swing with the stolen Cheng Ying for game. I like that one. Getting to see the opponents use some less conventional stuff. Agent cards. Got a friend of mine who's a big fan of the agents. Hope he's able to enjoy them in Master Duel, because he recently started. I'm playing heroes this time. Use Ferris effect, pitching Malicious. Summon himself. Ferris is on summon. Setting increase. Increase will tribute Ferris. Summon himself forward. Summon Vion from the deck. Vion will send away Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist will send away. Add Stratos. Normal summon Stratos. Adding a Dusted Gold. Vion effect. Banish Shadow Mist. Add Polymerization. Use a Dusted Gold, discarding itself. Add Dark Calling. Increase and Vion will link together. Make Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader, target Malicious, summon it back from grave. Use Cross Crusader's effect to tribute Malicious, add Liquid to my hand. Activate Polymerization, using Stratos and Liquid Soldier. Make Elemental Hero Sunrise. Gaining is important with this card. Liquid goes first, Sunrise goes second. A lot of people mess that up. Sunrise, add Miracle Fusion. Liquid, draw 2, drop the other Ferris, activate Miracle Fusion, using Liquid with Ferris. Make Absolute 0. Activate Dark Calling, finishing a Dusted Gold and Ferris. Make Malicious Bane. Activate Fusion Destiny, sending away Honest Neos with and Denier to summon Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Use Malicious Engrave effect, banish itself, summon the Twin. Cross Crusader and the Twin will then link together, making Dread Decimator. Denier in Graveyard, because I control a Destiny hero other than him, summons himself, then take the banished Malicious, put it on top of the deck. Set 3 cards and pass. Opponent draws for turn. Tributes Malicious Bane to summon Santa Claus. I activate Mask Change in response, targeting my Denier, tributing it to summon Dark Law. Opponent then summons Super Heavy Samurai Flutist, activates the effect of Soul Piercer, equipping it to the Flutist, use DP's effect, popping Santa Claus and Flutist. My opponent was about to go bonkers with Samurai nonsense, so, thanks to Dark Law sending everything immediately to Banish and not Grave, he could not just keep cycling those not once per turns, and he surrendered. I saved that one because it's important to know that even the most powerful decks is stopped by simple Grave hate. Also, don't tribute my Bane. I like that guy. Playing heroes again on this one. Activate a hero lives. Pay half my life points to summon Stratos. Stratos effect, add Ferris. Use Ferris, pitching Shadow Mist. Summon himself, Shadow Mist effect. Ferris chaining. Ferris will set increase, Shadow Mist, add liquid. Increase, tribute Ferris. Summon himself. Summon Vion. Vion effect, send away Malicious. Vion then banish Shadow Mist, add Polymerization. This all looks familiar. Activate Polymerization using the Vion. Increase with Liquid Soldier. A lot of purple. They blend together. Make Sunrise. Activate Liquid Soldier Chain 1. Sunrise is Chain 2. Add Miracle. Draw 2. Drop the hero lives. Use Bane's effect, banishing itself to summon the twin. Vion and the twin make Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader, target Malicious, summon him back, then tribute it, add Denier, link together Stratos and Cross to make Wonder Driver. Summon Denier to the zone that Wonder Driver points to, because I haven't normal summoned yet. Target Polymerization Engraved to add it back. Denier effect. Put the banished Malicious back on top of the deck. Wonder Driver gets me set poly. Banish the Malicious still in my grave to summon the Malicious I brought back. Polymerization. Fuse Denier with Malicious, making DPE. Activate Miracle Fusion. Fusing Liquid with Cross. Make Absolute Zero. During the end phase, opponent will activate the effect of Shen Dragolier, pitching itself and Lovely to set Big Welcome. Activate DPE. Opponent chains Lady. DP, attempt to pop itself and the Lady, but I don't read, so I forget that Lady can't be popped while they control a set card. Should have targeted the back row like was the original plan. DP's effect activates to summon itself in the next standby. Pass turn. The Phoenix Enforcer returns. Opponent summons Ariana. Activate Ash Blossom to say no you don't. No response from the opponent. They set to activate Big Welcome. Chaining the Lady. They set Compulsory Evacuation. Big Welcome will bring out Kuklok and then bounce it. Then Dragalier's effect will activate Engrave. DPE will chain. Kuklok will chain to that. I assume they want to activate the compulsory this turn, but as the chain is resolving, DPE will still go through first. Pop itself and the compulse. Dragalier is returned to the hand. DP effect activates Engrave. Opponent moves to attack mode, swings with the Lady, pitch Honest Neos to make my Sunrise bigger. Opponent then passes turn. Standby phase, draw Crosskeeper. Phoenix Enforcer returns once more to the zone Wonder Driver points to, letting me reset Polymerization. Denier will then use its effect, summoning itself back. It will re-put the banished Malicious back into the deck, pitch Crosskeeper. Summon back Honest Neos, activate Polymerization. Opponent uses Imperm, targeting my Miracle Sunrise. Activate DPE in response to the Imperm. Opponent activates Dimensional Barrier, declaring Fusion. The effects of all fusion monsters are currently negated thanks to D Barrier, so heroes are looking a little wimpy. DP cannot go through. Nothing goes through. All my stuff is negated. Then link together Denier with Wonder Driver for Dread Decimator, not a fusion. Big Welcome will banish itself, bounce Ariana. Vendragalier will then pitch itself and Ariana, setting another Big Welcome. Coup Clock will then return itself to the field, move my monsters to attack mode, banish the Malicious still engraved to summon its twin, move to battle, swing with Dread Decimator, which does piercing damage on the 0 defense Coup Clock, Malicious, and Phoenix Enforcer for game. I don't have a fun epithet for that one. Just beating Labyrinth with heroes. And granted, I'll admit, Phoenix Enforcer did a lot of work. But my god, heroes need it. They have no quick effects. I don't remember why I was playing Magistus, but it was fun. Opponent activates Pot of Extravagance. Activate Ash Blossom in response. No cards for you. Sets 2, activates Contact with on 1000. Summons Trickstar Candina. Also, they added Present card. Lycoris in hand effect will activate, targeting Candina. Summons Lycoris, bounce Candina. Candina add Light Stage. Activate the Light Stage, adding another Lycoris. Set their present card. And pass. Draw for turn. Lycoris burns, Light Stage burns. Summon Zorua, opponent activates present. Chain Magistus Theurgy, targeting Zorua. Opponent activates Skull Invitation. Now I remember why I saved this one. Theurgy will equip Artemis onto Zorua, then draw a bunch of new cards. Take 1200 plus 200. Sorry, plus 1000 plus 200 for all these burn in, down to 42. Skull Invitation burns again. Use Zorua's effect, summoning back Relona, whose effect is negated. Artemis effect will add Crowley. Lycoris burns, Stage burns. Crowley's effect, pitching Trick Clown. Get burned by the Skull Invitation, summon himself. Trick Clown, summon itself back. Take 1000. Everyone who's not Zorua will link together for Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians. Take 900. Selene gets a bunch of counters. Remove a bunch. Summon back Relona. Relona and Selene link together. Make access code Talker. Take 600. Access code target Selene. Uses effect. Banish Selene. Pop Lycoris. Opponent takes 300. Move to battle. Punch 1500 Zorua. And 53 from access code for game. Down to 700 off of that one. But just this is fun. Also, it's pretty affordable. I think they maybe only have like one UR. I think it's Conflagrant. And sad to say, I'm playing Super Heavy Samurai. Sometimes you have a bad day, you take one down, you play the meta just to turn it around. Summon Soul Wagon, turn to defense, turn back to attack, add Soul Piercer, equip Piercer to the wagon, link the wagon away for Samurai Scarecrow. Soul Piercer effect, add Motorbike. Use Motorbike effect, discarding itself, add Prodigy Wakashi. Put Wakashi in the scale. Use its effect, put Big Monk in the other scale, summon himself. Scarecrow pitching my driver, target Soul Piercer, summon it back. Wakashi and Soul Piercer sync together for Excel Stardust Synchro. Excel Stardust effect will activate. Soul Piercer chaining again, because it's not a once per turn, and Wakashi chaining, moving itself from the extra deck to the Pendulum Zone. Soul Piercer will add Stealthy, and Excel Synchro summon back Motorbike. Motorbike and Excel sync together for Baron de Fleur. Use the effect of Big Monk, adding Soul Peacemaker, putting it onto Scarecrow. Use Pacemaker's effect. Pop the Scarecrow, summon Scales. Scales will summon back Soul Piercer from the graveyard. Those two link together. Make Ancient Gear Ballista. Ballista effect. Soul Piercer, chaining again. I think that's the 4th time. Add another Wakaushi. Ballista, add Ancient Gearbox. Gearbox was added to my hand. I can add another Earth monster, add Infinitrack Tunneler. Special out, Samurai Stealthy, link it together with the Ballista for Cleafort Genius. Then, Pendulum Summon. Pendulum Summon Gearbox, Tunneler, and Wakaushi. Because monsters were Pendulum Summoned to both zones that Cleafort Genius points to, I can add a monster of my choice. That's a level 5 or higher machine. Add Regulus. Then use Genius, Gearbox, and Tunneler, linking them all together, making a 3-stack Appaloosa. Use Regulus effect, targeting my Soul Piercer. Summon himself, equip the Piercer to it. Use Soul Gaia Booster, equipping it to Wakaushi. Then use the booster's effect, moving itself forward. Sync together with Wakaushi. Make Borreload Savage. Savage effect, targeting Cleafort, getting 2 counters. Tunneler's effect, banish itself. Target 5 monsters in my graveyard. Shuffle them back into the deck. Draw 2. Horon, pop Soul Piercer. Triggers for the 5th time. Add another Motorbike. Pass turn. 3 monster negates. 2 negate non-destroys. And 2 omnis. Opponent draws for turn. Tributes 2 monsters for Lava Golem. And the other 2 for Lava Golem. Sets 2 and passes. That's why I saved this one. On my turn, Golem effect will activate to make me take damage. Opponent activates Big Welcome. Discard Ash Blossom in response. Opponent chains Lady. The Lady summons herself in defense mode. Big Welcome is negated. Lava Golem burns me. Second one that activates to burn me. Use Motorbike, pitching it. Add another Pacemaker. Summon the Wagon. Wagon goes sideways. Wagon go forward. Add another Pacemaker. Use Piercer, putting it on the wagon. Pacemaker, put it on the wagon. Pacemaker effect, pop the wagon. Summon Scales. Scales target Motorbike. Piercer effect. Add Stealthy. Scales summon back the Motorbike. Motorbike and Scales sync together. Make Shuten Doji. Shuten Doji effect, pop the opponent's magic cylinders. Lava Golem swing over the Lady. Lava Golem swing at the face. Shuten Doji swing at the face. Main 2, both Lava Golems that the opponent was kind enough to give me will overlay into Gigantic Champion Sargass. Special out Stealthy. Pass turn. Opponent sets 1. During the end phase, tribute Stealthy, target the opponent's magic cylinder, set it to my side. Pass turn, draw Ash Blossom. Summon Piercer, opponent activates Torrential, pops the board. Piercer will let me add Motorbike. Pendulum Summon. Summon Wakaushi, Motorbike, Ash Blossom. Wakaushi discards Nibiru, summon Big Monk from the deck to the field. Link away Wakaushi for Samurai Scarecrow. Opponent is turbo cooked and surrenders. Not even the power of 2 Lava Golems off rip can stop me. Here I am playing Infernoble. Opponent summons Magician's Rod, adds Eternal Soul. Sets 1, activates Secrets of Dark Magic, fusing the Dark Magician. Not fusing, using it as ritual material to summon Magician of Chaos. I was shocked too. Passes turn to me. Draw Ash Blossom. Activate Wanted, Seeker of Sinful Spoils. Opponent activates Eternal Soul. Magician of Chaos will activate. Response. popping my Seeker for no reason. Dark Magician is summoned by the Eternal, and the Sinful Spoils will get me Dia Bellstar. Pitch Turpin to summon Dia Bellstar. The Witch will then set a Sinful Spoil Snake Eye, put Infernoble Arms Almace onto her, which will then put Durandal on her. Use Durandal's effect, add Ogier, popping Durandal. Activate the Snake Eye, send her away. Summon Flint Lady, summon Ogier. Ogier sends away Phoenix Gearfried. Link together Ogier and the Flint Lady to make Isolde, two Tales of Noble Knights. Isolde add Neospace Connector. Use her effect, send away Angelica's Ring to summon Ricardetto. We'll summon back Ogier. Ricardetto and Ogier sync together, make Angelica. Angelica effect, add Noble Arms Museum. Activate Museum, pay 1200 using it to add another Durandal. Use Ogier's effect, targeting Angelica to equip. Chain Angelica's effect when she is targeted. She will now send away a card to the graveyard, which is going to be Renaud. Banish herself until the end phase and summon Roland. Ogier whiffs. Put Infernoble Arms Joyeuse onto Captain Roland. Then Turpin's effect will be able to use because there's a Infernoble monster that is equipped, so he will summon himself. Use Joyeuse effect, add Renaud to my hand. Sync together Captain Roland and Turpin, making Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles. Use Roland's effect, putting him onto Charles. Charles' effect when he is equipped to pop a card, popping the Eternal Soul. Cleans up the board. Then use Emperor Charles as material for Chuck the Great. Chuck will equip himself with Chuck. Then use the Arms Museum to move Chuck forward off of Chuck. Special out Renaud because I control a Fire Warrior and he will add Phoenix Gearfried back to my hand. Use Phoenix Gearfried, banishing Angelica's Ring, summoning himself. Use Infernoble Knight Emperor Charles and Renaud, syncing the two together to make Baron de Fleur. Use the effect of Sinful Spoils, banishing it, returning Snake Eye to the deck, drawing a card. Put Durandal onto Blue Chuck, swing with Isolde, Baron, and Blue Chuck for game. That was more so just to show people the Infernoble combo. Line of play, rather. And now, because this actually went a lot longer than I thought it would, the final one of my own replays. I think this was during the festival where I played Harpies. Nope, still Infernoble. Must not have saved any of those from that festival. But I am fighting the Burger King. That's what's important here. Draw for turn. Activate Sinful Spoils. Get hit by the Ash Blossom. Called by in response. Ash Blossom, go bye-bye. I think I remembered why I saved this one. Get Dia Bellstar. Pitch Phoenix Gearfried to summon her. She will then attempt to use her effect, but the opponent activates Impermanence to say nope. Activate Rhoda, adding Neospace Connector. Summon the Connector, using it to summon Dolphin. Activate Noble Arms, using it, adding Durandal. Activate Durandal, putting it on the Connector. Effect, add Renaud, pops itself. Use Dolphin effect, pitching Angelica's Ring. Opponent hits me with the Imperm for exactly the reason I thought they did, which we'll get to soon, but Dolphin effect is negated. Then Connector and Aqua Dolphin will link together, making Isolde. Use her effect, add Connector. Use her other effect, send away one. Summoning Ricardetto. Opponent activates Nibiru. Why they didn't want me to look at their hand with Dolphin. But they gave me a big token. So, Ricardetto's effect will activate. I will banish himself. Summon Renaud. Renaud will target Phoenix. Add it back to my hand. Use its effect. Banish a Durandal. Summon himself. Sync together Renaud with Phoenix. Make Baron de Fleur. Use the effect, pop Nibiru, move to battle, punch him in the face. Pass the turn. Opponent uses the effect of Shatana, summoning itself, linking it away, making Monk of the Tenyi. Specials out Ecclesia by her own effect. Summon Ecclesia, uses Shatana effect to summon itself. Baron de Fleur says no to Ecclesia. Opponent surrenders. So, save that one because that was Ash Blossom, 2 Imperms, and Nibiru that I played through. Take that. Speaking of take that, I hope you all can take this with a grain of salt. Just because I was able to play with it through that time does not mean it's always possible. Meta is ever changing, and do not think that Infernoble is at the top, because clearly it's not. It's Snake Eye right now, and still Samurai. But for some reason, they felt like Isolde needed to get hit in the actual, which I still don't get that one. But irrelevant. I would like to thank you all for watching this whole week of episode 100. I know everyone watching this one absolutely watched all of them. I don't have a bit to end of there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm never going to stop doing these videos. Bye.